Hey guys, welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me. I'm revealing the first location. That wasn't the first place that I actually did press ups in, but it's first location on my list to reveal. I'm going to throw you in a bit of history about George, because George is exceedingly old according to me, dating back to 1668, where a European explorer came through the dense jungles of the outeniquas and found the Outeniqua mountain. Outeniqua, which by the way is a Khoi word meaning man laden with honey. So judging from the green slopes and the amount of bees that they found, the European explorers at that time, that's how they put it together. That's why we have the Outeniqua. The Outeniqua mountain where we are consists of two peaks: the Cradock Peak, which is the highest at over 1500 meters, and then the George Peak, which I'm actually going to try to show you a bit of footage of the peaks. The George Peak is only 1300, but it looks more prominent because it's closer to us. But that is the history of the mountain. George itself put together around about 1811 by the British rulers. They established a magistrate here, so they called it a drostdy. A drostdy meaning a dwelling place of the magistrate. But the magistrate was a Boer magistrate. So how that fits into the British rule, I'm not sure. But a fun fact nonetheless. Anyway, from then it obviously grew. The name George comes from King George III, who was the ruling monarch of Britain at the time. The main street, which is actually behind me over here, York Street, was named after his son, the Duke of York. So a lot of history going into the place. Where I did the set of press ups is the Civic Centre. Civic Centre was actually built in around the 1940s, and that was to commemorate 150 years of the city being, well, the town, village, I'm going backwards here, from the dwelling to the village to the town, which is now a city. So what I'm also going to do is across the road is the old town hall, which is actually was built to commemorate 100 years. And then actually right next to that is the old townhouse, which is actually a restaurant now. That was one of the first townhouses built in around 1847. So that was insanely old, 150 years going on. So a lot of history, a lot of stuff that has obviously gone through. I'm going to show you some footage of the place. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll try to give some more tips as I go along. Here we have the town hall, built in 1911. It says 1912 on it there. I'm not sure how that works. Maybe history books are funny. But I'm going to give you a bit of more visuals without my face in it. So enjoy. An interesting bit of extra information. At the moment, obviously, the town hall does not house the council or such. It is actually the home of the town engineers, as far as I can say. Actually going to walk around the corner here and see if we can find that townhouse restaurant. I don't think it's open because the virus has got it closed down. It'll be interesting to see, but this is the architecture of the building. Obviously the air conditioners were put in at a later stage. Sure how much of this is actually new, so to speak, but here we have the old townhouse. thanks for joining me today on our little tour. I'd like to show you some more of the reveals as I go about. So if you like to see where I did the press ups, what I was doing, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell notification icon so you get notified as soon as the videos come out. Stay safe and stay strong. Cheers for now. Dating back as far as I can get, back to 1668, where a European explorer by the name of... No, that's not gonna work. Because a lot of you that are watching are from the area, and I'm not sure if everyone knows the history of the area, so those that aren't in the area can also fill in on the history of the area. Of George